Good evening, everyone. Today is September 3rd. My, how the time flies. Well, I got a Mexi stash going on. Woo! It's about 9:30 at night. I actually just kind of sat down. Got a few comments actually. I got a comment from Leo, my cousin down in Texas. Hello down there, family. I haven't seen you guys in forever. Me and Paula need to make a trip down there so you can meet my family, and I can introduce them to you as well. Uh, he sent in a comment to me. You guys should read it. It's really funny. And he asked a question. He said, "Have I ever heard about?" Well, let me I'll summarize the comment. So he says, "Hey, cuz, glad you're questioning the scientists. I'm still mad. Pluto's not a planet." It's like, anyway, I was wondering if you looked into anything about the physical act of laughing and or smiling. I hadn't until then. Like, literally, I read it, and then I read that you asked about the physical act of laughing, and I turned around and I read it to my wife, and both of us just started cracking up that you're mad that Pluto's not a planet. That was one of the funniest things I've heard in a long time. So yeah, you had both me and my wife rolling. So I am definitely going to be looking into the physical act of laughing and or smiling. I'll report back when I find out. And then Sean Gallagher, hello, thank you for following. Very good seeing you. And please ask any questions you have. I would love to answer them and love to help educate. Please, if you watched all my blogs and kind of from the beginning, I said anything politically incorrect, whatever it is, because I'm just as interested to know how I feel about it and everything like that. And you ask how could a lot of people have asked, and thank you very much. It's been very kind. A lot of you guys have been very kind. Everyone's offering how to help and how to or anything they can do to help. It's very very much appreciated. Very kind of you. We feel the love for sure. And one thing I was thinking is we're doing okay on everything. We have kind of our lives in order and everything like that. And so we don't. I always want to I feel if I could get you guys engaged somehow, it'd be kind of cool for you guys to kind of experience it, and feel like you guys are contributing, because it's just to kind of get connected in that way or whatever it is. So I want to. Well, I'm not going back for chemo treatments. I kind of, the things I looked at. The studies I looked at were kind of saying, with melanoma at the stage 3 stage, or stage 3C, where the stage where I'm at, there's very little research that they have out there. There's very little things that they can discover, because really I don't have cancer anywhere. They cut out what they found, and so now it's gone. The chemo is more of, okay, we're just going to nuke you just to nuke you, because we're hoping that it kills any cells out there. But the chemo I'm getting and everything like that is approved for stage 4, and I think I've talked about this in the past. But just really kind of coming to that realization and just saying, okay, well, if that's the case, my best case and so the overall survival rate is the same, regardless of if they give me the drugs or if I do observation. The overall survival rate is the same. So it's like, well, if you were going to get it back, even if we gave you this treatment, it still would have come back. There's no, after a certain year rate, it's all the same no matter what. And so in my mind, it's saying, well, I always follow what I'm always told, and I've always just kind of led down there, and you don't really question it. And I've again talked about this in a couple other blogs, but you don't really question it. You just kind of go along with it. And so, after researching and everything, really seeing what they had to offer, it's saying, well, it's always going to be there. It's something that's going to be there. It's still an option, but I found another option. I read a couple books. I read the China study, which was awesome, and thank you so much, Alex, for sending that up here. That was very kind of you. Really glad I read. I looked at a lot of the science there. I watched the Gerson Miracle. I'm reading the Gerson book. I'm really starting to try and really do my research. And it's one of those things where if I believe, if it's something that's as easy as switching a diet, why wouldn't I try it? I have 5 years, regardless of what I do, that something's going to come back. And if I try it for a month, or try it for a year, or try it for 5 years, and it never comes back, great. Even if it didn't cure me or anything like that, at least it's something that I feel only made me better and will only make me better in the long run. And from all the studies out there, it's something that says, yeah, it's going to be helpful for you, So after looking at that, I said, well, if I just switch my diet to a whole foods plant-based diet that is suggested in the China study, and just do it, until whenever, I might as well do it. If the science seems like it's something that works and something that is very logical and very easy to understand and makes sense to me, if I do that and it works, great, awesome, it works. If for some reason in 10 years, 20 years, it comes back and it's something else, well, at least I know, absolutely know that didn't work and that isn't an option anymore, but chemo's still there. And it's still, I call it a foot in the grave option, because you really are your last rope there. I don't want my last rope to be, well, I could have just ate better and could have done it this way. I want my last rope to really be, I'm desperate and this may kill me. Well, I'm already, I'm on my last rope anyway. I might as well get this too, just to see if, and if it works, awesome. If it doesn't, oh well, I'm already out the door, So it's not that big of an issue to me. But it's saying, well, I'll just do this one that has all this upside. And if it works, awesome. I just live a great life for as long as I'm meant to live, with awesome energy, very healthy, everything like that. Great. Why wouldn't I do that? And then if it comes back, I can always still do the chemo. So who cares, And the treatment they're going to give me is the same treatment they're going to give me now anyway. So why not do the easy one first? That may sound weird, but it's easy, and it's something that even if it goes wrong, I still have the other option. It's not like I can't go back and do it, So, and I'm still going to research on both sides. But what's the harm in switching, everything like that? And just still doing the research and looking and everything like that. I have time, and if it pops up, great. I have chemo as an option, and I'll actually have learned something and tried something else and taken my health into my own hands. So my challenge for you, and that I was thinking about that and saying, I'm going to do this, and I want to see how I can connect with people. And I said, my challenge is to everyone out there, read the China study, watch the Gerson Miracle, and join me for a month, just 1 month. I mean, you've eaten the way you've eaten your entire life. I'm 27 years old. I never questioned what I ate. I never questioned what, the medical thing. I never really questioned it and really looked at why I eat the things I do, what I hear and what I educate my daughter, what I learn from, and who I learned my lessons from and everything like that. You never really thought about it. You just always accepted it. And, read those books, question yourself, and join me for a month. Just, join the diet I'm doing. It's the worst thing that could happen is you'll feel great. The worst thing that could happen is, you'll eat healthy. You'll actually eat healthy. You'll learn something, and you'll be informed. You'll learn something else outside of your realm of thinking. So, and going along with that, it's great. I could have all these people join and everything like that. Well, if I do it, I have no way of monitoring if it's helping or not, because if modern science doesn't, how am I supposed to monitor? But I figure if I get all these healthy people that I know, or people that may even be sick, but I can get a baseline myself. It's easy enough to ask people to change their diet and get a baseline and just say, well, and if you do join me, just go get a blood test before you start. Get a simple blood test, get your cholesterol, get all that stuff figured out, and then do it for a month. Get a blood test at the end of the month, compare the results yourself, and okay, it helped me here or it didn't help me. And then for me, I see that it works on healthy individuals that don't have the same signs as me and everything like that, and it makes me understand the research better and do our own tests, and it's nothing that's hard. Like that's what really came to me. It's something that's easy to do if my friends and family and the people, if you want to join. By no means I don't want to pressure you by any means, but again, if you want to question something and you want to join me, I would love to know that you're going to join. And I'm not saying today, I'm not saying tomorrow, but just whenever you decide or whenever you want to, read the books, make a decision, and if you don't want to, great. I still love you as a person. I'm happy that you want to follow and ask whatever questions you want, but at least be informed, at least, or at least you've heard me, and that's I would love it for you guys to join. And again, I would love it for everyone I know, and for you guys to pass it on to your friends and everything like that. And I feel this is a way I can actually, first of all, divert my time, put my energy into something positive. And me and my wife have talked about this of saying I get anger of saying why I feel betrayed by never really questioning those things and saying why and it's not a betrayal in any one person or anything like that. It's a betrayal in the system that's around there, and just saying I can see why people were led to do this, and I can see how the paths got there, and I understand how it's gotten this bad, but I empathize for people that don't get the chance, or don't ever question, or don't ever think. They just kind of go along and they wonder, well, I'm going to die of something. I'm going to die of this thing, and I have no way of preventing it. And I feel I to focus that energy on trying to get at least this word out there, because I wish I would have heard this. I wish I would have heard this a long time ago. Not even if I would never have got cancer. I wish I would have known this a long time ago, just to say, "Holy cow! Let me at least question this, and let me at least move forward." But yeah, like I said, I mean, it divert my time, and I would love to see on the scientific side. I run a simple experiment, just saying, "Oh, if people want to do it, great. If you want to do the blood work yourself and not even tell me, or do it anonymously, please do it. But at least question, And I hope everything. Yeah, I hope. Why not? So the next thing is still no word from my doctor. So I'm still hoping they have something that they can come back and shed some light on the questions. The chemo, the questions, the conclusions I've come to. I hope they come back with something else, and I hope they have something, and I've misinterpreted something or I've missed something. I do hope that happens, and and again, just to be informed more than anything. So. For again, kind of recap, I got to call them first thing and basically just say I'm going to postpone our date. You never know, but it's always out there. It's always that you're that emergency rope. You're always going to be there. You're that last option. I got you. La la la. I don't think you're going to move. Great. And then finally, Doctor Who. Holy cow. Awesome show, probably my favorite show of all time that I've found so far. New episodes for 2012, BBC America, channel 135 or whatever we have, Dish or something like that. So I am excited to watch that. So kind of made me happy today. So went down to, where did we go today? Went down to Paolo's parents actually to go have a barbecue down there. So I had some zucchini with some onion and some beans and rice and some awesome salsa. So thank you very much, Alfonso and Marta. Gracias. Haha, my Spanish. And yeah, it was awesome to see everyone down there. Isabel has school tomorrow, so she had to come home and go to bed a little bit early. So she's growing so fast. It's crazy. It's crazy how fast they go. Paula is still hating being pregnant, but time is winding down. Only 6 weeks left. We're excited for that, so we're excited to welcome we call them LS for little shit, into this world. So yeah, we're excited for it. But yeah, had a great holiday weekend. I hope everyone else did. Signing off for now. La la.